All right, greetings everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is the first session of The Castle in the Clouds. This is a 5th edition Living World campaign on Roll20, and what that means is that there are going to be many players who are capable of joining different games. We have 6 dungeon masters right now, all working hard on making games. And the concept of this whole world is that there is a multiverse of parallel universes, different dimensions, planes of existence that exist. And there was a universe facing an apocalypse, and the most powerful mages gathered all of the greatest champions and heroes and peoples together into the last city left and cast a mighty ritual that protected the city and teleported it to a different world. The plan was to go to this parallel dimension and live their lives there, not in the exact same universe, but close enough to where everybody would, be able to live their lives somewhat happily. And when they cast this ritual, there was a mistake, an overload in the magical forces that were used. The weave, it's called in Dungeons and Dragons lore. And what happened caused the city to randomly teleport over and over and over again to different dimensions. And so now everybody who was attuned to the ritual at the time teleports back to the city along with the city at random times. So every campaign, every game that we play, you have until the end of the session, and then your character is teleported with the city to the next game. And so we could end up exploring anything from a typical Dungeons and Dragons fantasy setting to a more sci-fi alien world to a western motif. Every possible setting is out there, and we could end up visiting them, and each of the dungeon masters is going to have their own styles, allowing the players to choose which dungeon master style they like and wait for their games if they want, or join every game that is offered and just get their gaming fix in hard. So, without any further delay, we have Anthony and Devin. Anthony will be playing Malsey. I hope I'm not butchering that too badly. A gnome wizard. And Devin will be playing Sir Pierre, a very pretentious, vain, warforged forge cleric, I believe. So, Sir Pierre, which blessing of the forge would you like to go with? And then you can go ahead and set your +1 either to your magical attack and damage or to your armor. Armor? All right. So I did set the magical bonus back down to 0 just to make sure, so that each DM has to ask you what you're setting it to and then go ahead and set it so that there's no mistakes ever with your numbers. All right. So you guys, the castle is floating above a giant, hot, fetid swamp. You can smell noxious fumes rising from the sometimes bubbling, roiling, algae filled waters. There's very few dry spots, but they managed to find one small raised hill for you guys to set down on. Everybody who goes out exploring for the castle in the clouds is given a one-time use, a potion of Featherfall, so that you can get down from the castle. And then also, as you guys know, you have NPC store credits, one each, that you can use if you wanted to purchase like a potion of healing, or perhaps a +1 ammunition. So if there was something that you wanted to have in your inventory, you can state as such now and add it to your inventory page, and then you will have that available for you.
I would like to purchase the potion of healing.
Yes, a wise choice. Saving, no problem. And those credits do roll over and save up indefinitely. So as many credits as you build up, you can save up and get that ultimate item one day, or you can just keep getting single use items, whatever works for you. All right, so drinking your potions of Featherfall, you guys land on the somewhat dry, though that would be only relatively speaking compared to the swampy waters around you. This is still very damp ground, very muddy and slippery ground, but it is at least solid. You're not sinking in. So, Malcy, I'm going to go ahead and add the um, potion of healing to your sheet quick.
Okay, I put it there, but I don't think I did it right. So yeah, you can go ahead and do it for me.
Yeah, you're gonna want a ability to get an output on that, so probably be easier for you. All right, perfect. So, yeah, you guys are now on the ground. What you can see is what you can see. However, you do hear frogs, insects, all manner of life that you would have been familiar with on your own uh, plane of existence, your own universe. These are not foreign sounds to you, so this is definitely a more parallel universe as opposed to a completely alien world.
Okay. I guess we can just start exploring.
Yeah, you guys had seen some ruins kind of to the south of this location, and it wasn't a high priority target. There was some other things that some of the grander champions went to go do while you guys were here, but they saw something that looked relatively safe, and you never know what you can find, so they let the rookies go ahead and handle this one. And so Sir Pierre and Malcy, uh, decided that they were gonna be the ones to go and explore these somewhat safe looking ruins. There doesn't appear to be any inhabited villages or anything like that around, so you're not really in danger of being attacked by an opposing army or anything like that. And there wasn't any signs of like some grand cathedral, type of mage tower or something like that. So, it's mostly just animals around here, and even low-level rookies such as yourselves should be able to handle it. Yeah, absolutely. So your squire, Sir Pierre, is a knight, and if you know how you want your squire's personality and all of that to be, you can go ahead and describe him at any time, either here or on the Discord. But your squire, whatever form they take, has been instructed that while you're gone, you would like them to sell your chainmail at the highest rate that you can get for it in the city. They're a Warforged too. Excellent. I'm kind of in my head picturing you as being, of course, the prototypical fighter, well built, sturdy Warforged, and then your squire's maybe like a smaller version. Yep, excellent. So, uh, yeah, basically, he will go and do that for you faithfully to the best of his ability. And just so that everybody is aware, in the game, in the campaign, just so that everything's fair, everything sells at half price, and it's no haggling. You just get half the price whenever you choose to sell something.
Understood.
Yeah, with multiple dungeon masters, it's important to have a somewhat unified, codified set of rules that allow for fairness when leveling up. That's why we have the NPC store credit system for buying the magical items, and the milestone XP based on how many games you play, so that nobody can get a leg up by having a dungeon master favor them or something like that. Yeah, we don't want there to be some kind of discrepancy where one day a dungeon master was feeling particularly generous and gave somebody a better item than anybody else has, or denied somebody something just because, they got on their nerves. We're all human. I'd hate to, think that anybody would do that, but, let's face it, it's certainly possible that anybody could.
Exactly.
So, anyway, like I said, the ruins that you guys are looking at exploring are somewhat to the south. So, if you guys want to head out.
Sir Pierre, I think we should head down to the ruin. I shall follow you.
All right. So as you guys begin to make your way south, you see huge swarms of biting flies and mosquito like insects. So if you click on your token, you will see a little button pop up in the upper left hand corner called Initiative. Yep. You just go ahead and click that, and it will auto roll and add you to the turn order. Oh, nope. So if you click on your token, you'll see a button in the upper left hand corner. Click that button.
I believe the button for me said initiative with an hourglass before.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative for you. Huh. You both got twos.
Okay.
That's crazy. All right. And then we're going to.
Could you describe the insects again? How big are they compared to my small?
Yeah, these would be mostly normal sized, although, large for a fly, like if you've ever seen a deer fly or a horse fly.
Yes, I've seen that. Okay, I understand.
Yes, so they are large biting insects like mosquitoes and flies. And this is a huge swarm, like a man-sized, a warforged-sized swarm of them that you can see kind of off to the south and west a little few, and they seem to just be hovering around the water, but you aren't gonna take any chances, so they are um, you know, spotting you and you're spotting them. And they go first. They use their move action and approach.
Ah, they're attacking Sir Pierre.
Well, they're buzzing
Sorry.
near you, but Sir Pierre would also be aware of the fact that as a Warforged, the only insects he really needs to worry about would be like termites. seeing the swarm approaching, Sir Pierre draws his weapon and attempts to swat at them, keeping them back. Ah, yes. So if you open your sheet and you go to weapons and then just roll well, first move adjacent to the swarm of insects since you don't have a reach weapon. And then once you are within melee range of the swarm of, there you go. Then you go to weapons and you roll with the weapon that you wish to attack with. Excellent. So you swing your mace at the swarm of insects and it hits, scattering some of them, but there's just so many that it's literally, like just you kill a couple of flies.
Doesn't look good. I have noticed that Sir Pierre's attack has done nothing but agitate them. I would like to try to roll my cantrap poison spray in the area.
Okay.
Would that require me to move since I have a range of 10 feet? I would need to move first, do a move action first, and then try to perform the attack.
Right.
Apologize, my computer wants to act stupid with me moving. Okay, I moved somewhere far, far away.
Yeah, where did you move?
Do you see where my character went?
Yes, I do. Is that not where you're trying to move to?
No. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Of course.
I'm just gonna move there. That's less than the 25 feet. Go ahead and attack. And it's asking me select the attack stat for this. With the poison spray, is that just intelligence or?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, one moment. Let's try it again. It's not letting me do it. It just keeps bringing me back to the stat when I click on attack. I see cast spell, sorry.
Okay. So, Malsi, stepping underneath the tree and spreading your hands, you project your poisonous gas from your palm at them. So now they have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that.
No!
They fail their saving throw.
Oh, okay, good.
They don't have advantage. The way that this sheet is set up, the reason that I use this sheet is because it's very simplified, but part of that simplification process means that most of the NPCs, it just automatically rolls twice to save time, and then you know if it's advantage or disadvantage to take the highest or lowest, and if not, you just take the first one.
Understood, so cool.
Yeah, so they fail their save, and you did 2 poison damage. If you scroll up, you can see that it auto rolls your damage for you, and so
Yep, I see. Thank
they take all 2 damage.
Yes, I start dancing. Woo!
All right, and the swarm of insects is indeed uninterested in Sir Pierre. But despite the fact that you are gassing some of them, they still swarm and attack you.
Of course, who does not want a tasty little gnome?
Oh, that should say you, but I couldn't quite get it to click on you. So 9 versus your armor class.
I think that actually um, puts me. Hold on 1 second. I'm scrolling up for my armor class. I have an armor class of.
You cut out right at the end, but I'm assuming you said
Sorry, I have
10.
an armor class 10.
Yep.
10, yes, that's correct.
All right, so just misses.
Ah, puts the armor onto the gnome. Awesome. Yeah.
That's good teamwork right there. Which is 20% cooler than 10.
Exactly.
And then that's your turn. Oh no, that was just a bonus action. So yeah, you can. But if you are attacking the swarm, do know that they are literally all around him. So there's a chance that you would hit Malsey. That's okay. You know, he is small and the swarm is medium, so there is, a spot to hit. But basically, he gives them partial cover, which increases their armor class by 2. And I think, yeah, that misses. So, basically, in order to avoid hitting Malsey, you had to swing a little wide, and you ended up missing. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so it is my turn now, and I'm not feeling the whole bit of 2 points worth of damage, but I don't want to use any of my spells. So, um, let's go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and try to use my quarterstaff and try to bludgeon or like try to do like a roundhouse kind of thing with my quarterstaff.
Yes. Now you will see that there is an option for your quarterstaff to be wielded one-handed or two-handed. And yeah, Sir Pierre is suggesting that you disengage from them first.
Okay. Okay. I will disengage. If I disengage, does that make me um, prone to attack?
No, they don't get an attack of opportunity if you disengage from them. And then that allows you to take a 5 foot step back out of their square so that they're no longer occupying the same space as you. And then once that happens, you can either move behind Sir Pierre as he is suggesting, or cast your spell, or I'm sorry, not cast your spell. Attack with your quarterstaff as you had wanted to do. Either way, it's a good idea to go ahead and disengage and no longer be occupying the same space as the insects.
Okay, I will go ahead and do that. I am going to disengage and move towards Sir Pierre and
All right, and because you have declared that you're using the disengage action, you can just go ahead and move wherever, and yeah.
Aren't I able to also occupy the same spot as Sir Pierre since of my small stature? I can still like be in the same spot as him, so in case he wants to attack, he's not going to hit me.
Um, let me double check that gnomes get that, but no, I don't think gnomes have that. I know like kobolds do. I'm not sure about halflings, but I don't see that under the gnome racial traits list.
Okay. Then from right now, then I will. Can I hold off on my attack and wait to see what the swarm does?
Yes, because you disengaged and moved, you would have to hold off on your attack anyway.
Okay, then I will do that.
Excellent. All right, now the swarm goes to move through your square around you, Sir Pierre, but that would provoke an attack of opportunity from you. Yes, you can roll an attack. As the swarm approaches, attempting to bite at your ally, you raise your shield and swing your mace at it. Missing completely. The swarm just kind of flies around you and attacks Malsey. A critical hit. They
No!
they bite and suck your blood, draining you down to -1 hit points. So you're at 0 hit points and are down.
Understood.
He has a potion of healing on him, but you got to deal with the swarm first. Yes, your attack hits. They are beat up, but not quite like diminished.
And do I do this save? I have to do the save
The death
roll or
save,
the death
yes.
roll?
Yes.
It's giving me a death save throw roll options.
Oh,
Do I
you're
use the default?
yeah, default. And you just accidentally clicked on the gear. Just click just outside the gear. So you make your first death save. That's good.
Okay.
The swarm of insects seems to have satiated themselves, draining you down, and no longer being interested in attacking Sir Pierre because he is not made of flesh and blood. Yes. Uh, because he is not made of flesh and blood, they disengage, or no, they're a swarm of insects. They don't disengage. They just fly off. So, Sir Pierre, you could make a parting opportunity attack at them as they begin to fly off if you wish. Yeah, and that misses, so the swarm just kind of flies off. And you guys are left alone. Malsey, please make another death saving throw while Sir Pierre decides what he's going to do. Ooh, I have a bit of a house rule that says that a nat 1 on a death save counts as 2 fails. So now you only have one more fail left.
Okay.
Okay. So he pours your potion down your throat as you're lying there dying. Go ahead and roll your potion, and hopefully you get at least 6 of your hit points back. You could use them.
Give me one moment to find the potion.
It is under class actions.
Okay, thank you. It says I have gained 9 hit points.
Yep. So when you click on your token, the red circle that pops up, you click on that, plus 7, enter, and you're good to go.
Okay, wow. I'm so glad I got that potion.
Yes, they are a literal lifesaver.
Ah, thank you for saving me, Sir Pierre. I thought I was gone for sure.
Okay, so now, as you guys make your way south, you are finding yourselves in a swampy mess. And I'm going to place you on the map. And up ahead, you can see a small lizard folk, possibly a youth, on a log floating on the swamp with a huge crocodile, not a literal huge like the race of giant crocodiles, just a regular crocodile, but it's big, that is swimming around it, waiting for an opportunity to strike, and the child seems to be in distress. Not long rested, you could have short rested.
I say, what stupid parents would leave their child alone? in a swamp like this?
Lizard folk ones. Tying off your rope to a nearby tree, you throw the other end to the child. The child sees the rope and grabs on, and you begin to pull the child and the log that it's on past the crocodile. As they move, the crocodile follows along until you pull the child up near the shore of the small embankment that you're on. The crocodile lurks just outside near the deeper water. You can see it within 10 feet of you. You would have to take not even a full 5 foot step. Um, but yeah, if you stepped just a little bit forward towards the crocodile, you could attack it. I have my grid set for 2.5 squares so that small characters can more easily move about.
Very much appreciate.
Ooh, reaching out and touching the crocodile with his composite wood and metal war forged hand, Sir Pierre mutters a divine incantation and inflicts wounds upon the crocodile, dealing 10 damage.
Are these wounds porous or open, or are they just like magical wounds?
Yeah, so the way that I rule things like necrotic damage and all of that is um that it basically affects you like a um magical aging of sorts to where it just drains your life energy. And so if you were to be like killed by a necrotic attack, you would kind of like wither and dry up.
Okay, got.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. I mean, don't read anything into it like it's, able to be taken advantage of mechanically, but like just aesthetically speaking, yeah, it basically like reduces your moisture levels.
I'm sorry, I'm just needing to look at what the spells do, and it's easier to read it.
Sure. I think there's also show spell info, which should do the same thing, but just for you.
That's what I clicked, and it seems to be
Oh,
on transmitting it to the game
that's fine.
or to.
Yep, no problem.
And is it my turn or is it the? Is it
Yeah,
Sir Sorry, I didn't see.
we were about to enter combat, but Sir Pierre dealt such a massive blow to the crocodile that um it's actually like not interested in fighting to the death over, a small meal. So it's going to just retreat, but I was going to let each of you have your turn first.
I shall not let it retreat. I will do my cantrip and do acid splash, if that is possible.
Yes.
So I jump up and down and wave my hand and hurl a bubble of acid into its face.
All right, so the crocodile needs to make a dexterity save. Which it does. So the crocodile quickly swims under the water, dodging your acid splash and getting away from Sir Pierre. It swims off into the water, which is murky and deep, so you're not really sure where it went.
Well, I should look at the child and say, "Where's your parents?" Can I even talk lizard or whatever?
Yeah, so the lizard folk child does not understand you as you begin. Yeah, so it looks at both of you and it can tell that, like, obviously you just saved it and you're speaking kindly and all of that. So it's not um afraid of you, but it also doesn't seem to understand you. It kind of like cocks its head and looks at you and then begins to speak, uh, a language that you don't understand, whether this is a common lizard folk tongue across parallel dimensions or an alien tongue to this world. You have no way of knowing. You guys have never really interacted with lizard folk too much. That's not, one of the typical races that you see around. Uh, so you're like, well, kid, you're gonna teleport randomly throughout the multiverse now. uh, so the child is wearing a necklace that has a crocodile fang on it, and it's carved with some kind of marking, and it takes this necklace off and hands it up to Sir Pierre.
Can I try to use my artifice lore and do an intelligence history check to see if it's magical or alchemical or alchemy or technology?
Yeah, you can try to see if it's alchemical or technological in nature. Okay, so you take the time to cast Identify as a ritual. Um, the child, by the way, as soon as you guys take the necklace, runs off and uh, swims off in the opposite direction from where the crocodile was, and is gone. Um, Sir Pierre, as you begin to identify the necklace, and Malcy, as you examine it as well, you guys can both pretty safely deduce that this is a simple uh, hemp rope string necklace with a crocodile's tooth, and that the marking appears to be some kind of symbol of their tribe.
Well, I say you should wear it. Maybe you'll gain a safe passage as we continue south. What do you say, sir?
Excellent. All right. So, uh, you guys have now done that. There doesn't appear to be any sign of the crocodile. So, do you continue on?
I shall continue on behind Sir Pierre on the driest parts of the swamp.
Yeah, there definitely are areas where Sir Pierre would either need to carry you or um, you would be swimming.
I'm gonna ride on his shoulders. Okay.
Eh, whatever works, you know. Riding on the shoulders of the giant warforged, uh, Malsey finds the trip to be much more pleasant now that he's no longer chest deep in murky, swampy water and getting mud all in his boots. So you travel on with Sir Pierre, and you're forced to kind of circle around, and on your way to the ruins just to the north, you can see a large cave that seems to like lead like a back door to the ruins. The ruins are a little bit off yet, but this is right at the other end of them. So you might be able to access things through the cave without being as noticed. Like a parrot. Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about caves. I don't like caves.
Right. That's why, using the cave instead of having to sneak up to the ruins and see, you know, if anything spots you out in the open on a swamp, you can kind of go through this cave system and explore the whole ground underneath the ruins without having to go through the front door, so to speak. It's okay, you're a gnome, you have dark vision.
I still don't like the cave. I like outside. I have light too, and I can see, or I can. Good, you're gonna cast light. Are you definitely sure you want to go in this cave? I think we should just continue outside.
As adventurers, they would have taught you that, like, definitely explore caves. Sometimes there's random treasure chests just hiding in caves.
I know it's just my backstory. The caves are something that I don't like at all.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, if
But you know what? If you want to do the cave, I'll do the cave. But if something happens, I can't guarantee that I'll be right there with you. I might have to, tuck my tail.
Yeah, this will be good for character development as Sir Pierre, you know, kind of reassures the gnome that yeah, or swim through the swamp home. Yeah, and he reassures him, that he is right there with him, and he can't even see in the dark. So, you know, courage, man.
Okay, let's go forward. Let's go forth. And I guess maybe I should take lead since I have better sight, even with your light spell.
Yep. So just a little ways north is the cave. And you guys are free to move.
We're free to move however we feel.
Yep. Yep.
I'll just. You said the cave was north, direct due north?
Yep. As you make your way through the swamp, you spot an enormous amphibian hanging out on a log, just kind of floating in the swamp.
Do we think that it sees?
It possibly sees you, but you could possibly avoid it. You haven't been able to tell just yet.
Okay, let's avoid it. Let's try our best to avoid.
Yeah, I mean it's not like it's like coming right at you or anything. It's just kind of hanging out on the log, just doing frog stuff on the log. Okay, so now before you get wait, before you get quite there, roll for perception. Aw, man. Well,
Yes, yes, yes.
that's no fun. So, Sir Pierre wasn't really paying too much attention as he trudged forward through the swamp, but Malsey, you notice a large beast from a prehistoric age kind of lumbering around the swamp. It looks like it's trying to hide very unsuccessfully.
That looks like a plant eater, not a carnivore.
Yes, it does indeed. Large armored plates on its back and a thick club-like tail, indicate that it is capable of defending itself, though.
I say we shall move. We should try to avoid that as well.
All right, so go ahead and roll for initiative. Malcy, you have one initiative. You're okay. Don't worry.
Okay, I am trying to see. It doesn't look like it's. Does it? Do I sense that it could possibly be aggressive?
Yes, much like a hippo or a rhino, this seems to be a large, dumb, aggressive animal that will defend its territory.
Okay. Then I shall. Let's see. If it's dumb, let me go ahead and do a cat trip of fog. Or I'll do a first level spell, fog cloud, and it says I have a 120-foot range. Hold on, let me pull it up to make sure that I'm doing. I would like to put it in front of the no Dorsaurus.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a herbivore, but being a walking, talking tree, you're less appetizing than the ferns and all of that it normally grazes on.
And would I have advantage or anything on this since it doesn't notice me?
Uh, I don't believe you need advantage to cast Fog Cloud. It just creates the fog,
Okay, and
and
I would
it's
like to create it in front of it.
yep. 20-foot radius. Okay, so that's pretty big.
You might not need to do that because Sir Pierre. I'm sorry, I should have told you that before you tried it. That was my thinking too. Was after I cast that to try to jump on your shoulders and
Okay, so the Nodosaurus makes a dexterity save. Sorry, I was just getting the fog set up there for you. All right, the Nodosaurus somehow moves surprisingly agilely for a large herbivore like that, and manages to make the save. So that negates the damage. Um, and it cannot see you anymore through the fog, but starts violently thrashing around because of the flames that erupted around it and makes a bellowing roar challenging anyone who would get too close.
I shall run. I shall run very fast towards Sir Pierre. I can't even see where Sir Pierre is on the map. Oh, he's right above me. Duh. Okay. Which way should we run, Sir Pierre? I will follow you. I am on his back.
All right, so left is the edge of this map. You can continue to run through the swamp that way, but the cave is slightly to the right above where the Nodosaurus is.
I think we should continue going.
You can run
Um,
around to the left and like try to wait it out or something like that, but you do know that you have a limited amount of time before the city will teleport again. Oh, you
do
can
you
for
think?
sure have gone right. Yeah.
I don't see Sir Pierre or the Northern Store.
All right. So the Warforged dashes forward towards the cave.
Don't forget with the gnome on his back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. And then the Nodosaurus, as soon as it sees you guys come around the fog, it charges straight at you.
The entrance to the cave is directly in front of us, right?
Yes.
I see Sir Pierre keep running into the cave. I will.
As the Nodosaurus gets near, it strikes at Sir Pierre with its tail. It misses as Sir Pierre deftly steps to the side. All of a sudden, as the Nodosaurus has you guys, you know, kind of at the entrance to the cave, but, trapped, uh, three lizard folk appear at the top of the cave.
And I'm just cowering behind Sir Pierre while these javelins are being.
Three of the javelins find purchase in the dinosaur's thick hide and are sticking out, making it look like a prehistoric porcupine. The Nodosaurus is wounded, but not, badly. Yeah, they are aware of the necklace. In fact, one of these lizard folk is the parent, a parent, of the child that you rescued. And when they went out to find you, to, you are strangers in their land, so they, heard that there were strangers, but you did rescue his child. So, they were coming out to find you, not necessarily in a hostile manner, but certainly, hey, what's up? And they see the dinosaur attacking you, and so they are intervening.
I shall try to do a poison spray towards one of the open wounds of the Nordorsaurus.
I've been pronouncing it Nodosaurus. I have never heard it
Nodosaurus.
pronounced. Yeah, I've never heard it pronounced. So
I have no idea how it's pronounced either. So Nodosaur. I'm going to try to use my poison spray.
excellent. All right. So I will try to make a Constitution save. That is to say, I, the dinosaur.
Yes, the dice. Ah,
Got to hit up the casino. I'm rolling hot tonight.
I guess it just kind of misses it.
Well, no, what happens is the poison sprays out at the dinosaur, but its constitution is, strong enough to where it just kind of shakes it off. Yeah, I always recommend removing gnomes before beginning combat. Malsey can also jump down as a free action.
I shall jump down.
Bravely stepping forward towards the huge lumbering beast, Sir Pierre strikes it with his mace. Says that's a bad Notosaurus. He says no. Bad. The Notosaurus takes the mace upside its thick skull and turns and bellows at Sir Pierre, but definitely is not into it. It gives you a parting blow with its tail before turning and backing away. Yeah, you're like, ha, you got
Everything's missing.
you got to bring your A game, dinosaur. And so the dinosaur attacks and then backs away, which gives you an attack of opportunity. You strike it again with your mace, and the dinosaur is definitely below half of its health now.
You shall not pass here, I say, as I cast the acid splash.
Wah wah. So your spell launches a small glob of acid, striking the dinosaur as it's backing up right in the face, burning and permanently scarring it. If you ever see this dinosaur again, which you never will, you would see that it has a large white patch on the side of its face and one white eye where you have now permanently blinded it with your parting shot of acid as it leaves.
And I jump up and down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's punching it. You don't want this to
Oh,
go.
oh, that wasn't your mace. That was my bad. Yeah. So, Sir Pierre totally punched that dinosaur in its stupid dinosaur face. And apparently not content to let it go, you're like, hey, hey, get back here.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
want it to.
yeah, you can follow it. All right, you strike it for another 4 damage. The dinosaur is very badly hurt, and now that you won't let it retreat, it attacks for its life.
Kill it, Sir Pierre! Kill it!
And
It misses.
yeah, no good. So, and that would have been the minimum damage anyway. Wow. Like it could easily take you out with one hit, but that was such a weak attack.
I start jumping up and down, saying, "You shall not escape. I will wear your hide for boots." I figure out something in my bag to cast Acid Splash.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You
Mulsey
know it!
Mulsey casts Acid Splash again, and once again smacks the Notosaurus in the face with a glob of acid. It is badly disfigured.
As I jump up and down, saying, "Yes!"
And raising his mace and bringing it down on the dinosaur for the finishing blow, Sir Pierre ends this dinosaur's life in bloody fashion.
Yeah! Sir Pierre! Sir Pierre!
Caught up in the rage of battle, Sir Pierre realizes that he never intended to kill and crush the dinosaur's skull, but just found himself bashing it repeatedly with his mace. The lizard folk all kind of step back in a bit of shock that you guys were so brutally deadly with the encounter. Yeah. Yeah, just, got a bit battle rage going on. So the lizard folk kind of like nod at you and decide to leave well enough alone and walk off.
See what I told you? You want to go to this cave? We almost died.
Well, technically you took no damage, but sure.
I'm being condescending or obnoxious, making Sir Pierre feel bad, if that's even possible.
Does the robot feel? Um, oh, hold on. Technical difficulties. Trying to get your tokens to load on this page, but it's taking a second. Uh-oh. Hopefully I don't have to reset. Okay. I am resetting. You can try to long rest at the mouth of the cave if that's what you want to do.
Yes, I shall try to long rest at the mouth of the cave.
I'm just verifying that everything will load here. But so basically, the lizard folk keep you guys safe as you long rest. So, yeah, you're good.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you guys can go ahead and take your long rest, regain any spent spell slots or hit dice or anything like that. And then, yeah, we should be loaded up. Sorry about that. Took my computer a bit to load everything up, I guess. So once you guys have completed your long rest, oops, we lost Devin.
Yeah, we lost him. It looks like he's also having trouble. He messaged in Discord.
Ah, okay.
And I know you can't go back and forth between the two, so I checked.
Yeah, thank you. Um, yeah, so I managed to get mine to load, so he should be able to load as well. It looks like it was just a temporary spike or something, but hopefully he can rejoin us. Is he still on Discord?
Yes, he's still on Discord, or it shows that he's still on Discord.
Okay, cool. As long as he can still hear me, then, he can hear that everything's loaded and he should keep trying.
He confirmed that he hears you too.
Okay, good. Yeah. So hopefully his will load in a second here. But you guys find yourselves inside a massive swamp filled cave that stretches beneath the swamps and ruins above. And so you guys can kind of start to make your way through there.
He's saying it's loading right now, so he just needs a few more moments.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Of all the places and all of the galaxies, why am I stuck here in this?
So now if anybody ends up casting light, let me know. Because right now, Malcy, you can see, but uh,
I believe Sir Pierre is going to cast light for himself, but I would lead. just because I think I still have better vision than he would with his
Yeah.
light spells. That
Yeah, well, you'd have 60 feet of dark vision as opposed to the 40 feet that a torch gives.
and he says yes, he does cast light.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set his token for that right away.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I had muted myself the whole time. And by the way, my stuff keeps going in unresponsive. It's not.
The wait for page prompt keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had experienced that at first, and then when I hit refresh, it fixed it. Have you hit refresh?
Yeah, I did like twice, but it's still not. Every time I hit refresh, it's loading in and then it gives me the same. Can we just do it over talking?
Yes, and if you want to be able to still see what's going on, the link for the YouTube channel should be in Discord, so you'd be able to watch along with a slight delay.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys find yourselves in a massive cavern that stretches below this swampy area and the possible treasure that lay below the ruins that you saw, would possibly be accessed through this cavern. So you guys proceed forward and almost immediately find yourselves at an area where the water gets pretty deep pretty fast. And you guys will occasionally have to make swim checks in order to proceed through this area, especially Malsi. You will
I
I'm
told you I
7 foot
didn't want.
tall. Can I Is it 7 foot deep?
In areas, it's about 5 to 6 feet deep. So I guess the Warforged would be, mostly okay.
Can I hold the gnome over my head?
If you are willing to let him ride on your shoulders, he would be above the water, yes.
Yes, please, because I'm not going to pass those checks.
Yeah, I'll put him on my shoulder.
Okay. So, Malsey, you climb on Sir Pierre's shoulders, and he strides confidently through the water.
Let's do it.
So, Malsey, I'm gonna let you lead and follow along. So you go ahead and pick the path for you guys.
Understood. Bear with me one moment. It's putting me in my edit for some reason. And just keep moving if nothing happens.
Yeah, but hold on because it might be not loading for me now. Oh, come on, Roll20. Yeah, my connection has been interrupted. Give it just a second. This is ridiculous. I limit all of my maps, severely, and I um, don't have a whole lot of information being stored. I really do not understand what the problem is here. Okay, so now you can probably see the giant frog on the log in front of you, and
Yes, I do.
you see that it
How far
has
is it away?
like 20 feet, not even like 10 feet.
Sorry, continue.
And you see that it has definitely noticed the light being shed by Sir Pierre and is looking right at you guys like you are a large meal.
I'm gonna rush ahead of my tiny friend because he's got no AC.
How deep is this area right here since we're so close to the rock?
Yeah, so the water, it actually gets deeper the closer to the rock you get, and then the rock is like a sheer cliff almost, um, going up. So it's very hard to climb, and the water is, I'd say 5.5 feet deep there.
Would I have to climb it to touch the thing and inflict wounds?
Yeah, there is a log that the frog is on that is kind of half in the water, half on the shore, and that is something that you could use to get yourself up more easily. Otherwise, the climb check is at a disadvantage for being so wet and slippery and steep.
We're about 20 feet away from the fallen log that's entering the water.
Then if I use my whole movement, can I get up the log and and get in range to touch this thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that and inflict wounds upon it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna leave Mousy on the log if he wants to be left on the log.
I'm gonna stay right where I am, right by your shoulder, since you're just touching it.
Ooh, that's a hit. So,
How much damage?
10 damage.
10.
Nice.
So you make your way up to the frog who was ready to attack you, but you quickly lay your hands on it, dealing 10 points of damage, and the frog is badly wounded. And then Malzy, I'll let you take a turn before
Also,
this. Go ahead.
I'm gonna continue doing the acid splash since it hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah.
Only once did it let me down, so I'm gonna try it again.
And oops, wrong sheet. Attempt to make a dexterity save to dodge out of the way.
Oh yeah, I love that roll.
Yep, there it is. So you hit the giant frog with a ball of acid, and it is near death.
How much damage was the acid?
5.
You could just slap it and it will probably die.
Yeah, my next attack is gonna be an unarmed strike.
The giant frog leaps through the air into the water almost 20 feet away.
Can I get to it?
You can, but the frog is more mobile in the water. So whereas you would be walking through the water slowly at it, it would be, swimming like a frog through the water.
So I'm at half movement in the water?
Correct.
I'm sorry, I don't. The giant frog hasn't moved from my
Is
screen. It's still showing where it was
is it
before.
Yeah, I haven't moved the token because unless you guys have a clever way of doing something about this, the frog is going to get away.
Well, I could attack. I have ranged attacks.
Yeah, but can I what's my movement?
30.
Sorry, I can't look at it right now.
Your
Okay,
movement is 30.
so can I get to it or am I 5 feet too far?
You're 5 feet short.
Yeah, then just attack it with your range, dude.
You shall not run away from me, frog. And I shall do another acid splash.
We'll teach you to be a thing that exists.
Well, you know my feelings on caves.
Now you shall be a thing that does not exist.
Exactly.
The frog dives under the water, avoiding your spell.
So he's gone.
He is gone.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it at him?
You can.
Will that just do 1 damage plus my strength?
It will deal 0 damage because the frog is under the water.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, we don't see it.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you just gotta huck a rock or two, so, yeah.
I'm
I say,
partially made of rocks, so that works out.
don't waste your energy. Let's not try to conjure anything else in the water. Let's get onto the land.
You can climb up that log there and get up onto the middle part here.
Yeah, then we'll do that. Is he still on my shoulder? Yeah?
Well,
Yes, sadly, I'm still on your shoulders. I haven't released. I like feeling tall.
he's gonna get too used to this.
I'm already thinking about building a basket, tinkering a basket.
Put like a patio up here.
Yeah, little iPad.
You can't build a tree house in my head.
But I think it would be best
Maybe
that
out of my
we.
torso, but I don't know.
So are you climbing up this log here then?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I say
Yeah, the gnome is directing me where to go. Cause I've lost my light.
and at this point I'll release myself from him and get on my own.
Ooh, wait, no. I need you if we're not gonna cast light.
Oh, you already cast light. You can see as well. You can see 40 feet.
Yeah, but
It's true.
don't you want to just be a Voltron robot? Like, what's going on?
Uh, I don't think so. This cave looks kind of sketchy.
You could be the rat
I...
from Ratatouille.
If you want, I have no qualms with that. But I think looking around and seeing how this is shaping up, because I guess I have 60 feet of sight, it might be advantageous that I'm on the ground.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, what do we see from right here, Dungeon Master? Now that I'm here, placed on the ground by the log, where the frog.
Yeah. So you can see everything that your token can see, and all of the dynamic lighting is set up to like give you, the angles and everything. So if there's a rock formation that is currently blocking your view, it will be blocking your view for your token as well. So
Understood.
so if you can see anything, you can go ahead and call that out.
Well, I see maybe the cousins of those bloodsuckers from earlier.
Yes,
Uh,
and having
to the
flashbacks.
north.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that way.
Would Sacred Flame work on just one of them, or would it work on all of them?
A swarm is considered one creature, so
So Inflict Wounds would work on it?
yeah, I mean, any spell that targets one creature targets the entire swarm.
I would have totally used Inflict Wounds earlier. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Hindsight is
it,
2020.
it's a little wonky, especially if you consider something like, say, a swarm of rats. You know, because obviously, like a rat is one creature. So if you were to cast Inflict Wounds, you would assume that it would just be on one rat. But by the rules as written, a swarm counts as one creature. Therefore, um, you know, when you attack with that, when you target with that, it works on all of them. So, yeah.
Nice, that's super cool. I guess, are we gonna go around that? Or are we gonna try to
Oh,
fight it?
so where we are, I'll try to explain a little bit better. We are on like a little rock island formation in the swamp. What I can see is it's like a little peninsula, not a peninsula, like a little island within the cavern surrounded by the water. There's a log that we could go to, which is like a little bit southeast of us. That would take us to another dry part of the cavern to the west of us. There's more water, but there looks to be like another like tunnel. It looks like I can't really see, um, or like passageway that we could use. The swarm is directly north of us, and it. I don't think we should fight it. If it doesn't see us, maybe we should go back into the water and go down the cavern, or we could try the log to the other, what looks like dry piece of land in the cavern.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's go to that other dry piece.
Okay, so we're gonna walk towards the south. That log you see where
Yep.
the DM where yeah we're gonna.
All right. So if you're trying to cross the log without falling into the water, you're going to need to make a acrobatics or athletics check. I think acrobatics would be appropriate here.
I'm pretty sure my acrobatics isn't that good.
Can I cross by holding onto the log, like and crawling on my stomach?
Nice. Uh
I don't think I have. I think I might be negative with the acro.
yeah, I think if you're willing to crawl across the log like that, that I would allow you to gain advantage on your check.
I would like to do that.
Yes.
My dude would not like to do that. He's a knight. He's not down for that.
I didn't know how to add advantage to that acrobatics check.
It should have prompted you to roll with advantage or not.
I'll try again.
So the pop-up says advantage, and then you can select no or yes.
Oh, I didn't even check to do that. I just did normal. Okay, one. I should have just did the original one.
Yeah, well, it's you know, gonna count for you as your original roll. I just wanted to verify that you were able to roll with advantage. So, you get the 11. Sir Pierre, you got an 18. So the two of you easily get across the log, but once there, uh,
Nice, I'm all graceful and stuff.
yeah, you were real graceful. It looked real fancy. Once there, Malsey, you can see that there is really nothing over there.
Oh yeah, that's cave. I hate cave. Okay, there's nothing over here, Sir Pierre. Shall we cross back over into the water to the other possible time?
Yeah, man. You can see better than I can.
So that's what we shall do.
All right. So crossing back over, we're just gonna let you guys do that. Crossing back over, where do you guys go?
You see this little tunnel to or like entrance? I can't really see more than that. To the north, like northwest of us a little.
Hold on, my roll 20 is like freezing up really bad here.
And Sir P, I'm gonna treat you like Rick and Morty. You got your choice of adventure. The next time we have a choice, we're gonna follow my advice. Because
That's a good one.
this is I wish you could see the way he set this up. The map, it's pretty cool, but it's freaking me. Hope I'm playing my
Sounds
character
awesome.
right.
Yeah. No, it's good. Just for whatever reason, the map is just really loading poorly. All right, so hopefully that'll allow things to run a little more smoothly there.
It looks to be so. It's not jagging or like juddering as much.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys want to go up over
I'm gonna
here?
I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna place my thing and then move it back.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. So, once again, over there, little outcropping, nothing really there.
Jesus, he really wants us to go by that
Oh,
swarm
wait.
of
Oh,
insects.
wait. No, yep, there is more of a tunnel there. I'm sorry. It wasn't loading.
Oh, okay. Because I can't really see past that part where I put my my token.
Right. Yeah, no. If you keep going in further, there is something there.
Okay, we shall continue going down that tunnel.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Did we have to do any kind of checks, swimming checks, or anything to get to that part?
Not yet.
I think you're still on my shoulder though.
Oh
If
no, 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 no,
if
no,
we're
no. We're still on the we're still separate because you were too big bad guy to crawl on your belly.
uh,
It would have been funny if you'd have fell with a lasso.
I know. That's exactly what my character would have done though. He'd rather have fallen though.
It looks like there's something there, but it looks like a puddle. Like it leads into a like how would I describe it? Like a pond area, and it's just filled with water, and you can't see anything else but the water. Do we want to try to go in the water? I would say no, but you're the knight.
My dude's just following you right now. He
Okay.
he he understands that you probably can see far, since you can see farther, you know better.
So could we try to DM? Could we try to go north then in the water? And if it gets too deep for me, then I would like to get on to Sir Pierre's shoulder.
Okay, so you're going north now instead of deeper into that tunnel?
Yeah, that tunnel doesn't look like it's anything there that we should go toward.
Okay. So, heading north, you bypass several, um, frogs and other things that are easy to bypass as you continue up the tunnels.
Okay, awesome. Where should I place my marker? Where would we be when you're describing that?
Well, I was just describing what you'll see as you begin to head north. So there's a giant frog off to the side over there, as you can see, but that's easy enough to avoid. And then
So we
you,
will continue north.
yeah, you continue moving north, and the water gets pretty deep in some areas, but you're able to remain on Sir Pierre's shoulders, and so you're fine.
Sir Pierre, where we are right now, we are sort of like at an impasse where we could go left and it looks like some dry land, or we can continue going like a northeast direction on the or through the water.
Are you
Did you have
asking me what to do?
well? What would you? Did you have
Well,
any suggestions?
mm, um, not necessarily. My dude's just following your dude right now.
Okay, then let us continue going north. And
All right, so go ahead and keep chugging along.
So what's happening now?
Just waiting for him to catch up to where the, yeah, he's coming. So, just kind of making his way through the tunnels, and there's nothing really there. He's found a spot of dry land now that he's walking across, but it looks like in order to continue up the tunnel, he's going to have to jump into the water one more time. So as you guys are making your way through the water over to the dry land, stop there. As you guys are making your way through, all of a sudden, Sir Pierre, you are attacked.
No, it's the Croc's mama.
Does it hit me?
No.
My AC is 21.
It does not even come close.
You are like a magical, like, no one can hit you.
Yeah, and one of my prepared spells is Shield of Faith.
And remember that Mulsey no longer has his +2 to armor class because your spell has worn off now.
Yep, I've taken it off
Yeah.
already.
Okay. So, now that the crocodile has revealed itself, we can roll for initiative.
Yeah, I like that roll.
What's the initiative order?
We're still deciding. The Croc goes first.
Huh, that seems off. I must have exploding 20s on for his initiative still. That's a homebrew thing from a different game.
What's exploding 20s?
If you roll a 20, you get to roll again. Yeah, he rolled two 20s and a 6. Wow.
Beat my 19.
So the crocodile again tries to bite Sir Pierre.
When is this crocodile gonna learn it's not gonna do anything?
Oh man.
Still doesn't do anything. Can I ask if you roll the 20, what happens then?
If he rolls a 20 for the attack. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, since it shows 20 for the attack, but so Pierre has 23.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, no, I don't have 23. I have 21.
yeah, 21. And if he had rolled a 21, then it would have gone to the attacker. You just have to meet or beat the armor class.
Understood.
Yeah, and I don't think he rolled a 20. I think it was like an 18 plus his attack bonus or something.
Yeah, that's what
Of
it
himself.
was.
Okay. So am I in the water now with the croc, or am I still on his shoulders?
You
Since,
are technically still on his shoulders right now, but I have your tokens separated to make things easier.
okay, so basically where Sir Pierre is located, it looks like I could possibly get to the log. So I would like to get to the log, slide off, and then cast the fog, my level 1 fog spell.
Okay.
One moment. And I would like to cast it at the point where it's directly in front of Sir Pierre so that the croc only sees fog, but Sir Pierre can see behind him where I.
Okay. So like that.
That'll be good just so that it kind of obscures the croc from being able to like he I don't know. I want to make sure that if he gets to attack that he's like encumbered or like at a disadvantage to Sir Pierre.
Yeah.
And the reason why I did that, Sir Pierre, was that where we are, we might want to try to fight him on the ground if he actually is able to follow us. Or like solid ground.
So your character is telling my character to get on solid ground?
Yeah, to get to the log where I am.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Sorry. It's your
Oh,
turn.
sorry. Well then I'll attack it and then run to where he is under the land.
I think if you try to attack it based on how I put the fog, you might be at a disadvantage as well.
Um. Okay. I'll still try to hit where it was, and then run away.
Okay.
How did you want to hit him with your
Yeah.
hands with the mace?
With my mace. Did it hit?
It hasn't shown me a roll yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I forgot. I have to roll for you.
Sorry.
No. Totally my fault.
I love it though. You're like, it hasn't shown me a roll yet.
Yeah. So you strike the crocodile with your mace, dealing 5 points of damage.
Nice. And then I run back to my teammate.
The crocodile gets an attack of opportunity if you don't use the disengage action.
Well, I already hit it, so yeah, I think I'm getting attacked.
Okay. It misses, but luckily for the crocodile, it is its turn and it tries to. Well, Yeah, you would still be in front of Malsey, I would assume. So it tries to bite you again.
Oh yes, he's definitely still in front of me.
And it just cannot get you.
I'm too good with this shield, dude.
That's right. You just keep blocking it. You're like, get out of here. Get that weak stuff out of here.
And as Sir Pierre has finally caught up to where I am, I want to move further into the um, I don't know how to pronounce that, or the tunnel, the short tunnel area or alley.
Oh, okay.
I believe that was 25 feet.
Yes.
I will end my turn there.
By the way, how much damage would it be doing to me if it had been hidden?
Let's see. 4 and 5.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to get any more opportunity attacks then.
I think that's a good idea, or at least let it come to us. So, I think that might be the best thing to
Is it
piggyback
my
behind
turn?
me. Yep, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well then I'm gonna yeah, I'll just disengage and go behind you. I don't know when it's my turn, so
Okay, I'll let you know. I'll say it's your turn, sir. The DM might be lagging a little.
Just a touch, but it's all good. I just needed to move his token. All right, the crocodile comes rushing up the log onto the shore and tries to bite Sir Pierre.
can it
I wish
hit?
that. Oh, he hasn't rolled yet. I wish the fog was like more disoriented. I hate my level 1 spells.
That's okay.
Nothing doing. 7 piercing damage avoided thanks to high armor class.
Good thing good thing I was Warforged, or else this gnome would be just super dead.
Um, you would be super dead because I would have made sure after that to hide and do some tricksy stuff. But it's my turn now, so I'm trying to play like better than I normally would play in a normal game, where I would just like leave you and hide. Um, let's go ahead with the asset. V5 full thumb. I'm gonna blind you, mother. Beat that. Beat the 13.
Did it beat it?
I'm
Uh,
rolling.
he he's rolling. Yeah, he beat it.
With that nat 20.
Dang. I don't
And
think that crocodile likes you much.
and now it is
Mm,
your turn.
it is your turn, sir. When are we gonna get to
can
the talking, like talking to people?
I'm gonna. I guess I'm just gonna whatchamacallit, just hit it with my mace.
He's gonna hit that sucker in the face with his mace.
Exactly.
You rolled a 21.
Oh, nice.
Smashing the crocodile hard, it decides
How much
that
damage?
7.
You did 7.
It decides that it is no longer as interested in this feisty meal and retreats back into the water.
Do we have while it's
And I'm
retreating, do
talking
we have
shit to it.
attack of
I'm
opportunity?
like, yeah, you didn't even touch me.
Can I throw a acid bomb at it?
Sir Pierre gets a attack of opportunity and swings and misses, and the crocodile is now underneath the water.
Ah, these amphibian creatures, they get the luck of that water.
Well, I don't know what kind of loot it would have anyhow.
It's more just knowing that we killed it. We only killed 2 things, right? Yep, the bugs and
Well, we also
that's
killed that one dinosaurus, whatever.
yeah, that's the one. The dinosaur and the bugs. Everything else was able to escape from us.
Yep.
And we haven't gotten to where we can talk and I can have my skills shine. I'm a horrible wizard.
Yeah, unfortunately, this adventure was designed more around the exploration, and if there was going to be an interaction, it would have been with the lizard folk. But after you guys like brutally killed the Notosaurus, they were like, okay.
They're like they
Right.
didn't want to have
My
anything
bad.
to do with us.
My bad.
So I guess we're gonna go ahead and continue going,
Yeah,
following along the.
yes. However, sadly, we have used up about the allotted time that I have for the
No.
game. I know, I
Oh,
know. We didn't quite get as far as I would have liked. I would have really wanted to finish and do the rest of it. There is the possibility that we could do that if somehow uh, you both were, available at a time, and we could run the rest of it. Um, you know, we'll see, what you guys end up wanting to do. But otherwise, what will end up happening is the castle will teleport, and you guys will teleport with it. And so, you guys can,
so we
decide
go,
what you want to
we
do.
get
But
back to the city right then,
yeah, you
or
you
or
you have like a spot in the city where you were standing when it teleported, and now every time it teleports, everybody's kind of reset back to that original position.
Okay, that makes
oh,
sense.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So, do we pick that spot?
Well, yeah, when you were first in the city for the casting of the ritual, you would have had your spot, so whatever spot that was, yeah. So yeah, you can more or less pick it. Yes.
Nice, nice. Okay. So we get back to the castle because it teleports. That's what happens next, or
Yeah.
we finish this one later.
Well, depending on what you guys want to do, if you want to use the first of your next games as the wrap up for this one, I would certainly be willing to do that. But typically, what happens is at the end of a session, the the castle teleports, and you guys are just teleported back to it. And if a DM is going to run a multi-session adventure, then they would need approval from all of the players beforehand, that they would acknowledge that, okay, we can go ahead and stretch this out over multiple sessions because we all agree to be here for each of the sessions, to wrap this up.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm free this Sunday around this time, around the same time as
Sunday's booked by my regular campaigns, so I don't have any time on Sundays.
Yeah, and Sunday is the day that I play the other Roll20 campaign.
I can do Monday.
Well,
This
we
this
can we can figure we can
same time.
figure all of that out later.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for right now, we're gonna just leave it as is, and one of two scenarios is gonna happen. Either we will pick back up if that's what we decide on Discord, or you guys will have teleported back to the city. Either way, we'll know,
Can
soon.
Either way, can you add the gold for that chainmail that I sold from my starting equipment? Because I don't need
Yes.
it because I'm a warforged.
Yes, I will absolutely sell your chainmail and add your gold to your character sheet, as well as the lizard folk carved crocodile tooth necklace.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you very much for running this. I had a fun time.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah, no, it was my pleasure. I hope that we get a couple more players and we can have some more great sessions like this in the future.
Yeah,
Okay, will
it was
do.
an awesome session. Yeah.
I'll comment you guys on Discord.
Yes, please.